All right, welcome back everyone to the deep dive.
Mhm.
We're diving into something I think a lot of us are probably a little too familiar with, stress.
Oh, yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
especially if you're a student.
Right, like you're juggling classes, deadlines, maybe a job, and trying to have some semblance of a social life.
It's a lot, and it can feel pretty overwhelming.
So, to really get a handle on this, we're turning to Stella Cottrell's 50 Ways to Manage Stress, which I gotta say is a really practical, insightful read.
Yeah, she really gets it.
Our goal today is to give you a shortcut, like a crash course in understanding stress, especially for students, and more importantly, how to deal with it.
So you can not just survive, but actually thrive,
Yeah.
even when things get hectic.
Exactly. So let's get started. First off, when we say stress, what are we actually talking about?
Well, Cottrell starts with this really basic idea that stress is like the amount of pressure being put on something. It could be a bridge, it could be a person, anything.
And then being stressed is how we react to that pressure.
Yeah, it's your own personal response.
Mm.
And what's interesting is that we all handle pressure differently.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What stresses one person out might not even phase another.
Exactly. And it's not just about the situation itself, but how our minds interpret it.
Okay, I'm intrigued. How so?
So Cottrell points out that the same chemicals that flood your body when you're excited, that adrenaline rush, are also there when you're scared.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. So it's really your mind deciding, is this exciting or terrifying?
Huh, that's pretty wild. So even if we're not, like, running from a bear, why do we still get that stressed out feeling?
Right. So our bodies have this alarm system, the stress response,
Mm.
which is designed to give you a boost of energy to deal with danger, like fight or flight mode,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But for students, the danger is often like a deadline or a tough exam.
Oh, I remember those days.
So your alarm keeps going off, but there's no actual physical outlet for all that adrenaline.
So you're just left feeling wired and anxious.
Exactly. Your mind's on high alert, constantly scanning for problems, replaying worries.
Okay, so that explains the feeling, but what are some of the unique stressors students actually face?
Well, student life is kind of a breeding ground for stress. First off, you might be away from home for the first time, dealing with a new environment, maybe homesickness.
Right, like everything's unfamiliar.
Then you've got the academic pressures, tough classes, tons of homework, and the pressure to get good grades.
Yeah, and those deadlines. They always felt like they were breathing down my neck.
And on top of that, you might be managing your own finances, cooking, cleaning, all for the first time.
It's a lot of responsibility all at once.
And then there's the social side of things. You're meeting new people, trying to fit in, maybe feeling lonely or isolated.
And trying to make time for everything. Classes, studying, clubs, hanging out with friends.
Not to mention worrying about the future, what you're going to do after graduation, your career path.
All that uncertainty can be a huge weight.
It is. And it's important to acknowledge that while students are stressed, it's not necessarily worse than for other young adults.
So it's not just a student thing?
Not entirely, but the tricky part is early adulthood is often when mental health issues first appear.
Like depression, anxiety, things like that.
Exactly. And that can coincide with all those student stressors.
So it's like a double whammy.
Right. Now, if this stress keeps going unchecked, what can happen?
Yeah, what are the effects of prolonged stress?
Well, physically, your body's in constant emergency mode. So things like digestion, tissue repair, even your immune system get put on hold.
No wonder students get sick all the time.
You might also have trouble sleeping, which then makes everything worse.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle.
Emotionally, you might feel scared, vulnerable, or have a hard time relaxing.
It's like you're always on edge.
And behaviorally, you might withdraw from friends and family or turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms.
Like overeating, maybe.
Yeah, or substance abuse. You might even act in ways that are out of character for you.
It can really affect your whole life.
And academically, it makes it harder to focus, remember things, and study effectively.
You're basically sabotaging your own success.
Plus, there's this fear of failure that can really take over.
So how do we start getting a handle on our own stress levels?
Well, the first step is understanding how stress works for you personally. Cottrell talks about two types of stress: acute and chronic.
Acute, like a sudden burst.
Exactly. Like a deadline or a big presentation, it's intense but short-lived.
And chronic is more like a constant state of stress.
Right, like you're always under pressure. It's important to recognize which type you're dealing with.
So you can use the right strategies to cope.
Now, finding your personal stress triggers is also key.
Meaning the things that set you off.
Yeah. What stresses one person out might not bother another at all.
So it's about being really self-aware.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And pay attention to physical signs too, like headaches or muscle tension.
Our bodies are trying to tell us something.
They are. Now, Cottrell also asks some really interesting questions about how we view stress.
Like what?
Like, do we see all stress as bad? Do we fear losing control in stressful situations?
Or maybe we avoid anything potentially stressful, even if it could be good for us in the long run.
Exactly. These are all worth thinking about. It can help you understand your relationship with stress.
It's like examining your beliefs about stress.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Cottrell talks about harnessing helpful stress.
Wait, so stress can actually be helpful?
In small doses, yes.
Yeah.
Think about that focus and energy you get before a deadline.
Oh yeah, like you suddenly get everything done.
That's your stress response working for you. It can boost your performance and problem-solving skills.
So it's not about eliminating stress completely.
No, it's about managing it and using it to your advantage.
That makes a lot of sense. So how do we actually start taking charge and developing coping strategies?
Cottrell gives us 50 different ways, which is amazing, but maybe a little overwhelming.
Right, where do you even begin?
Let's start with take charge, which is way 6.
Okay, what's the gist of that one?
It's all about regaining control when you feel overwhelmed. And exercise is a huge part of that.
Oh, I knew you were going to say exercise.
But seriously, there's so much research showing its benefits for mental health.
Even just a little bit can make a difference.
Right, just 20 minutes 3 times a week can reduce anxiety and improve your mood.
And it helps you sleep better, which, as we discussed, is super important.
Plus, when you exercise, your brain releases something called BDNF.
BDNF.
Yeah, it's like brain fertilizer. It helps your brain cells grow and become more resilient.
Okay, so exercise is good for the body and the brain.
And don't forget about endorphins, those natural mood boosters.
But finding time to exercise can be tough, especially when you're already stressed.
I hear you. Cottrell suggests getting creative, like cleaning your room vigorously or joining a gardening group.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be a hardcore gym workout.
Nope. Even short walks or stretching breaks at your desk can help.
Small steps add up.
Now, another important way is talk it through, which is way 8.
Talking about your problems.
Yeah, it can be really helpful to share what's going on with someone you trust.
Sometimes just saying it out loud can make a difference.
Right. It helps you process your feelings and maybe see things from a different perspective.
But finding the right person to talk to can be tough.
It can be. But Cottrell says it's crucial to reach out, whether it's a friend, family member, or a professional.
Sometimes an outside perspective can be really helpful.
And be open to suggestions, even if they seem silly at first.
Okay, next up, sleep. Cottrell's Way 9 is get enough good sleep. This one's a biggie for students.
Oh, absolutely. Sleep deprivation is rampant among students.
All-nighters and early classes, it's a recipe for disaster.
And it really affects everything. Your memory, your focus, your mood, even your grades.
So those all-nighters are actually counterproductive.
Totally. It can take days for your brain to recover from just one night of lost sleep.
Yikes. Okay, so how do we get better sleep?
Cottrell recommends a relaxing bedtime routine, like taking a warm bath or reading a book.
And putting away those phones and laptops.
Absolutely. The blue light from screens can disrupt your sleep.
Also, watching what you eat and drink before bed, like avoiding caffeine.
Right. And try to stick to a regular sleep schedule, even on weekends.
Consistency is key.
Now, this one might sound too simple, but Cottrell suggests laugh more as way 11.
Laughter as a stress reliever.
Yeah. A good laugh can actually trigger physical changes in your body that reduce stress.
Like how?
It increases your oxygen intake, releases endorphins, relaxes your muscles, and even boosts your immune system.
Sounds like a win-win.
Plus, it just feels good to laugh.
Okay, so how do we laugh more, especially when we're stressed?
Cottrell says to seek out things that make you laugh, like watching funny videos or spending time with people who make you smile.
Make time for fun, basically.
Exactly. And don't take yourself too seriously.
Now, this one's become really popular lately, mindfulness. Cottrell's Way 13 is practice mindfulness.
Mindfulness is all about paying attention to the present moment without judgment.
Like being fully aware of what's happening right now.
Yeah. And it's been shown to reduce stress, improve focus, and even change your brain activity in positive ways.
Okay, I'm sold. How do we get started?
One simple technique is to focus on your breath. Just sit comfortably and notice the sensation of each inhale and exhale.
Sounds easy enough.
It is, but your mind will wander. When it does, just gently bring your attention back to your breath.
No judgment, just redirection.
Exactly. And even a few minutes a day can make a difference.
All right, moving on to Way 14, get outdoors into nature. This one always makes me feel better.
There's a ton of research showing that nature is good for us physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Favorite reset button.
It really is. Spending time in nature can lower your blood pressure, reduce stress hormones, and boost your mood.
So even if it's just a short walk in the park, it's worth it.
Absolutely. And if you can't get outside, even watching nature documentaries can help. That's Way 15. Yeah, studies have shown that watching nature scenes can reduce stress and anxiety and even improve your health.
Amazing. Okay, moving on to way 16. Know your limits.
This one's about finding that balance between ambition and well-being.
Like not pushing yourself too hard.
Exactly. It's important to recognize when you're taking on too much and to be okay with saying no.
Sometimes we need to set boundaries to protect ourselves.
And remember, it's okay to ask for help when you need it.
Great advice. So we've covered a lot of ground here. What are the key takeaways you'd want our listener to remember?
First off, stress is a normal part of life, especially for students.
It's not a sign of weakness.
And more importantly, it's manageable. There are so many strategies you can use to cope and build resilience.
And it's about finding what works for you, right?
Exactly. Not everything will resonate with everyone. Pick and choose the ways that appeal to you.
Start small, be consistent, and don't be afraid to experiment.
And remember, taking care of yourself is a priority, not a luxury.
Well said. Now, for a final thought to leave you with, think about one small change you can make in your daily routine that could have a big impact on your stress levels.
Maybe it's taking a short walk in nature, doing a quick breathing exercise, or simply making time to laugh.
Whatever it is, make it a priority. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.